Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking boys. Good motherfucking morning, ladies. How y'all doing today? This most beautiful of Mondays. Mundane Monday. We good? Chillin'? Good. We time a shit. Very shit. We time a cutie. Time a poor rook. Alright. Well...
Chat, I have to tell you something. Okay. Oh, I love watching anime. Yeah. Oh. No weeps allowed. Make America weep free again.
Alright. Hang on. 1 second. Wait, what is going on? Okay. Give me just 2 seconds here. What ifs? Alright, anything cool, fresh, new, exciting happening in the world today, ladies? No. World War III, alright. I had a slice of bread for breakfast. Not very interesting in terms of newsworthy material. Try again later.
Hello, Mr. Forsen. Please come to my country, Germany, and save us from the choosers. They've been our speed run 1945, and we've been sad ever since. Watch the whole link little smiley face.
Right. Okay. It's all good. Newsworthy stuff. Here's a newsworthy thing. Got a haircut. 5-minute haircut. Had to wait for women, and it was a drop-in. I was just like, fuck it.
Lingers for sinning 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 lingers for sinning.
Alright.
What?
Alright. You're gonna have to learn your lesson.
Dark magician! Attack his life points directly!
Not so fast, Arcana!
What's going on? My dark magic curtain is working for you?
Yes, you should read the rules more closely. Its magic summoning power is available to both sides of the dueling field.
Ah!
So that means I can trade
Yeah, we have
my
seen this
life
one, right?
points for a monster too.
Yeah. I was like, this seems familiar. But we have seen this for sure.
My name is Linda Paulson, Republican and awesome. Love God and family and the Constitution. I tried to get another conservative to run. Nobody could do it, so I'm getting it done.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? The media calls us racist for wanting to build Trump's wall. They censor us, but it doesn't change the truth. Joe Biden's open border is killing Ohioans, with more illegal drugs and more Democrat voters pouring into this country.
In Georgia, we're done with the establishment twin buddy system. I believe in Jesus, guns, and babies. And I believe in putting the Constitution first.
This is a short-barreled rifle. It wasn't designed for hunting. This is designed to kill people. But if you're not a bad guy, I support your right to own one. The Second Amendment is not about duck hunting. It's about protecting your family and your country.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense. That no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic and all 30 rounds.
Are these actual ones?
Well, if it isn't Big Jim Lynn.
We're tired of being pushed around.
And open borders.
And gas prices.
The good people of Arizona have had enough of you. It's time for a showdown. I'm Jim Lehman, and I approve this message.
Told you K-Ivy was going to put lead on that target.
Yep. Record job creation.
America's strongest pro-life law.
K blocked Biden's vaccine mandate.
Banned critical race theory.
Sent troops to the border.
K kicked so much liberal butt, I bet her leg's tired.
No step too high for a high stepper.
Fucking NA, man.
Knowing how that went last time. Besides, they don't even know what he looks like or where to find him, since no one has ever seen him. This is when Stan reveals that he actually has seen him. Actually, a lot of people saw him, and everything was totally fine. This is a reference to the fact that in the season 5
You skipped
episode
my
Super
link
Best
D.
Friends, Muhammad
Start
is
at
in the
2,
episode.
10
Kind of a lot,
and
too,
skip
and
and
there was absolutely
SPLs.
no issue with his inclusion back then. This episode is actually banned now. However, up until Cartoon Wars, when Matt and Trey pointed it out to Comedy Central, the episode was totally fine and allowed to air with no issue. After Stan reveals he knows where to find Muhammad, we are brought back to Tom Cruise's evil lair, where his true intentions are revealed. While everyone assumed Cruise was just trying to end the town of South Park, his true plan was to find a way to harvest Muhammad's power. What is this power?
Muhammad has a power that makes him impervious to being made fun of. What if we could harness that power?
The power to not be made fun of. Since Muhammad is the only person that you can't make fun of, it only makes sense to use him to harness this power. Just then, Cartman arrives and reveals that he is there for a celebrity associate that wants to get in on the deal.
Jennifer Lopez! Hey, Jeff!
I didn't hear no bell. Here's another link.
And I've already explained so many of them that I gotta cut some of them, but just know that Cartman's hand looks like Jennifer Lopez and everyone believes it, but it's actually a con man.
What the fuck happened to the top of your head? Is this what balding does to a motherfucker?
Simple stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Meanwhile, Stan and Kyle arrive at the hall of the super best friends, this being another callback to the previously mentioned episode in which all of the religious figures of the world work together to fight crime. You know, I didn't realize how much deep lore this show has until I started writing the script. Well, anyways, they realize Muhammad isn't there, and they have to convince the super best friends to get him. They begin proposing different ideas to have Muhammad be not seen and given to Tom Cruise. They get frustrated, but Joseph Smith reminds them of why this is important.
You need to understand that people get very offended when Muhammad is mocked because he's a religious figure. Buddha!
They finally decide that they will place Muhammad in the back of a U-Haul truck where Tom Cruise can talk to him. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise learns from Rob Reiner that they need to harvest the goo inside of Muhammad, as that is what makes him impossible to be made fun of. This is another callback to Rob Reiner and his goo in the anti-smoking episode. Again, it's a whole thing and I don't want to get into it right now. So they construct a machine to transfer his goo to the user. So now Muhammad is in the back of the U-Haul and ready to go, when they realize that Tom Cruise wants Muhammad in his limo. He still isn't allowed to be shown though, so they decide they need to put him in a mascot costume to pass him over. The limo arrives and Muhammad, dressed in a bear costume, is walked towards the limo. But just then, Mr. Garrison reveals that he received a letter from an extremist group saying that they will bomb South Park if they give Muhammad to the celebrities. They don't believe the letter, and as they are walking Muhammad into the limo, it suddenly explodes. When they look closer at the note, it details that the group wants Muhammad for the same reason as the celebrities, his power to not be ridiculed. So exactly who are these radical extremists that don't want to be made fun of?
Our time is near! Soon gingers will never be made fun of again!
Gingers have souls.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we see that Cartman has walked out on Mitch Connor, saying that he doesn't want to go along with the plan anymore. This is until Mitch Connor mentions that he has info on Cartman's father. He tells him that everything about his mom being a hermaphrodite was a lie to protect a group of people, and he can help him find out who his real dad is. Hearing this, Cartman is back on board. Back with the residents of South Park, they realize they have no choice but to give Muhammad to the Gingers. Tom Cruise is incredibly upset, and he realizes that the only way to get what he wants is to fight fire with fire. He needs to threaten them with violence to get his way. And who does he call upon for such a large task? He calls on her. The one celebrity that hasn't appeared in this episode yet, but is more powerful and holds more hatred towards South Park than all of the others combined. Barbara Streisand. Or should I say Mecha Streisand, as she was turned into a kaiju way back in season 1. They reactivate her, and being that she has more beef with the town than anyone else, she is ready to go. Meanwhile, Cartman visits Mr. Garrison, asking to speak with Mr. Hat, another name that we haven't heard in years. It's Mr. Garrison's puppet that also has a mind of its own. Back in town, the Gingers arrive and demand that Muhammad come out of the costume to prove that it's really him in there. And we end with Mr. Hat admitting that the results of Cartman's paternity test were altered. Okay, so that's episode 200. Pretty typical South Park, lots of callbacks and references to celebrate 200 episodes, but nothing too crazy. All around, it was a good episode with an interesting cliffhanger. I sure hope it doesn't cause any sort of extreme backlash.
Alright. It's too long. We got other quality videos to get. Okay, neighbor.
Hey, thanks for tuning into my Bollywood Body. मैं आपका host Sunny. Salu bhai और अद्दे पद्दे नंग पड़ंदे नंग चंद Ritik bhai ready to go. Ritik bhai is competing. Wish him good luck. At Asadfid on Instagram, at Samafid on Instagram. Wish him good luck. He's competing in about 4 weeks by the time we're posting this video. आज आपके साथ ही हमारी नई एक हमने एक चीज शुरू की है रूटीन्स की. पहला दिन है हमारा मंडे का दिन है and we're doing chest workout today. Stretching कर लें. हमारी stretching भी complete. हमने आपके साथ वीडियो शेयर की हुई है. Stretching makes you less prone to injuries. Let's get straight going and straight right into your workout. Head on ठा करके ट्रैक मारे. पहली एक्सरसाइज हमने स्टार्ट करनी है वार्म अप के बाद फ्लैट बारबेल प्रेस. हाँ, और इस एक्सरसाइज के साथ में सुपर सेट फ्लैट फ्लाइज के साथ करने हैं. हमने 4 सेट 8 से 10 रेपिटेशंस के लगाने हैं. नाइस एंड स्लो नीचे लाना है, निप्पल के करीब लाके टैप कराना है और ऊपर आते हुए कोशिश करनी है इसे बाइसेप्स को इकट्ठा टच करने की ताकि जो आपकी छाती है वो उठे, उसके फाइबर स्ट्रेच हो, स्ट्रैंड्स टूटे एंड देन यू कैन रिकवर इट विद प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिशन. 4 सेट 8 मैक्सिमम 10 रेपिटेशंस, पुट इट अवे. लेकिन दिस एक्सरसाइज हैज 2 पार्ट्स. ये आपका पहला पार्ट था अभी इस एक्सरसाइज का जिसमें आपने बारबेल प्रेस लगाई 8 से 10 रेपिटेशन पहले सेट में लगाई राइट अवे. उसके बाद अब आपने फ्लैट फ्लाइज लगानी है. ये आपने सुपर सेट करना है. नाइस एंड स्लो, ब्यूटीफुल. एंड जितना स्लो जाएंगे उतना अच्छा है. नीचे जाते हुए स्पेशली जितना स्लो जाएंगे उतना आप अपने आप को स्ट्रेच कराएंगे. ऊपर आते हुए स्क्वीज कराएं. 8 से 10 बारबेल प्रेस, 8 से 10 फ्लैट फ्लाइज. ये आपका एक सेट बनता है. उसके बाद आपने 40-45 सेकंड की ब्रेक लेनी है. टोटल 4 सेट लगाने हैं 8 से 10 रेपिटेशंस के. 8 से 10 बारबेल, 8 से 10 फ्लाइज. एक सेट बन गया, 4 सेट बनाए. टेक अ लॉन्गर ब्रेक. दूसरी एक्सरसाइज अब हमने करनी है. इसके अंदर हमने करना है इंक्लाइन बारबेल प्रेस. सेम कॉन्सेप्ट जैसे ऋतिक भाई ने मैं करके दिखाया. नाइस एंड स्लो. अपनी कॉलर बोन से अबाउट आधे से 1 इंच नीचे लेके आनी है. टैप करानी है और स्ट्रेच कराना है ऊपर जाते हुए ताकि स्क्वीज कराएं ज्यादा से ज्यादा मसल्स को. सेम 4 सेट 8 मैक्सिमम ऑफ 10 रेपिटेशंस. दैट्स इट. इसके साथ भी हमने सुपर सेट लगाना है. सुपर सेट में हम वही इंक्लाइन पहले फ्लैट बेंच के साथ फ्लैट फ्लाइज रखी हैं. इंक्लाइन बेंच के साथ इंक्लाइन फ्लाइज रख रहे हैं. 8 से 10 रेपिटेशंस रखने हैं. हर सेट में वेट बढ़ाना शुरू करें. पहले सेट में अगर 20 किलो लगा रहे हैं, दूसरे में 22, 25, 28 और 30. थोड़ा थोड़ा वेट बढ़ाते रहे. रेपिटेशन उतरे रखें 8 से 10. नाइस एंड स्लो. पूरा छाती को स्ट्रेच करें जितना करा सकते हैं. पूरा स्क्वीज कराते हुए ऊपर लेके आए. ज्यादा से ज्यादा टेंशन, ब्लड एंड ऑक्सीजन स्टेज विद इन योर मसल. बेटर फॉर योर मसल. आपका मसल इसी तरह ग्रो होगा उसको प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिशन रेस्ट के साथ. 4 सेट लगाने हैं. 8 से 10 बारबेल प्रेस राइट अवे. 8 से 10 फ्लाइज सुपर सेट करके ब्रेक लें और इसके भी 4 सेट पूरे बनाएं. फ्लैट से शुरू किए, मूव ऑन टू इंक्लाइन.
Why do they have to mix so much English with the fucking Hindi?
सनी भाई हमें बताएं हम मंडे को कौन सी एक्सरसाइज लगाएं, ट्यूसडे को, और इवन दो हमारी इतनी रूटीन्स है 100 के करीब रूटीन्स है. लेकिन
I know they are bilingual, but why don't they just stick with one?
रंडी रोना लगाया होता था कि यार क्या करें. So you know what, we're like why not we'll exactly go day by day. मंडे को चेस्ट लगानी है, ट्यूसडे को क्या लगाना है. So after those exercises moving on to your third exercise. now हम कर रहे हैं 6 सेट 12 रेपिटेशन पेक डेक फ्लाई. हर दूसरे जिम में आपको ये मशीन मिल जाएगी. नाइस एंड स्लो. बीच में उनकी स्पीड देखें क्या है. यू हैव टू मेंटेन द सेम स्पीड. नाइस एंड स्लो. जितना स्लो आएंगे उतना अच्छा है. टेंशन जो है अपनी छाती के ऊपर ही रखें. आते हुए पूरा स्क्वीज कराएं. यहाँ पे उंगली बेशक रखें और अपने पार्टनर अगर साथ है उससे स्क्वीज कराएं ताकि आप अपनी छाती के फाइबर से उसको टाइट करने की कोशिश करें. 6 सेट 12 रेपिटेशंस के पेक डेक फ्लाइज. मेक श्योर आपकी बैक सीधी.
Alright.
You can do it, Squirtle.
Smash Ultimate has no grand game for, but every sound
Absolutely, this
effect is
man
my
with a whole
voice.
new mentality. We have to hope that he won't lose sight of his goal here. Excellent down throw. But he doesn't get the conversion. Excellent DI by Leo to get out of that.
Yeah, nice quick combo right there. Ranking it up to 39 and taking it further. Trying to catch him on the platform, but Leo's so quick to move away from that disadvantaged spot.
So good. I love his roll back. Just getting centered. Wants to hold that center stage.
Here he goes. That's the grab right there. Now with a quick low percent content. Quick switch.
Arsene, do it. I feel like Tweak is continually switching in that exact situation at that exact spot, and I thought that might have been too low to survive.
I did too. My heart dropped for just a moment here, but now he's turning the whole situation around. Gonna back off a bit after getting hit by the Aegon. Not gonna pressure him too much at the ledge here.
90% to 95. Lands in front of him, but Leo rolling through does not want to get grabbed.
But there he is, getting grabbed and knocked off the right side. He's gonna get hit by back air. Grab. No, he rolls through everything.
Back through, yeah, we're going off stage. And we're staying on top. Oh, reads the roll in. He's ready for it with the forward tilt. That's another roll off ledge read that we've seen in this top 8. And now Tweak is running away.
Oh my god, can he get the ledge? Okay, MK Leo Tweak was about to go out there, but here's the back throw opportunity for a spike. You need to throw your stock away. It's great.
You just gotta stay alive. He makes it back, yeah. And there's a back throw. Tweak is outpacing Leo consistently.
Absolutely.
He's sprinting while Leo's just jogging. I don't know if Leo's gonna be able to make a comeback from this.
You cannot let up any sort of momentum versus MK Leo. He's impressive. That is another forward tilt up 2 stocks versus the best player in the world.
Needs 1 more stock to win Evo. Can he do it, or will Leo seal the deal here?
Ooh, that pivot right there. But he didn't have the read, and now maybe, possibly, poor DI on that stock. Gonna lose it, but still fighting entirely. He cannot let that shake his confidence.
Squirrel is out. We're gonna see a little bit of damage here. 48.
Squirt
has him. Does not want to be off stage against Leo. Absolutely.
Squirtle.
Wants to hold set. You see him. He's jumping to center stage.
Right, and look at Leo coming alive right now. 74%
You can do it, Ivysaur.
Too much more. Neither can Ivysaur. Off the right side is an even game. 49% only on MK Leo.
Brutal hit by MK Leo. Calling out the Pokemon switch. Charizard is reeling. He wants to switch to Squirtle, but he's going to take even more damage. Leo is not going down without a fight.
This even game right now after Tweak is up 2 whole stocks. MK Leo does not go out like that though. My man Squirtle is trying to chase him down, but getting knocked off the left side here. So what's your plan, Ivysaur?
I forgot about him making sound effects for a moment.
He's got the Ivysaur tag. He's got Ivysaur played. Can the Cabbage Dog find a way to make this miracle happen?
I was watching the real thing.
Joker sharking right here on that spot, and he gets a pivot grab off the wall. Now how is he gonna land? He switches to Charizard, but MK Leo unable to find the mark, but there's a back air instead. Oh, thought he went too low for a sec, but he's able to find his footing. And here's a grab.
Oh no, this is so scary. He wanted to catch him with the back air. He goes for the spike. Leo's able to get out.
What is the option now? He pivoted. He had the read on the grab, but Tweak did not pull the trigger. And now a back air knocked him so far away. What is the option? How are you getting off the ledge?
Oh my god, did he do it? Forward throw. He's going to survive. Leo has Arsene out. This could go either way.
Oh, he reads him, but he doesn't pull the trigger on that forward throw, and now this could take him out. Oh.
That was intense, indeed.
Forsen opened the door. Forsen, I have a very important announcement today. Please open the door. 144 thanks, Forsen. Here is my announcement. Oh!
Very good.
He said he's smoking on top 5s. Where is he at? What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick? Cause my top 5 is Drake. You ain't doing a shit, nigga. You just talking a whole lot of shit for no fucking reason. I just want to know what all these niggas is talking about. Cause Drake is all y'all niggas daddy. That's a fact.
Dropped out of school cause nobody was teaching that. The best westerns where a nigga was sleeping at. Damon College booking me to pull. I was known for snapping when I chat before the app. Stood on everything I said and never took it back. Whoa, no friends in the industry. I had to draw the line between my brothers and my enemies. A fact. Niggas let us start the beat, don't wanna keep it rap. Yeah, you hit us up and now we owe you something back. See you, I was young angel, but these niggas turn me evil. Yeah, I know you, but you really ain't my people. Yeah, I heard some people say they know him as my equal. Truth be told, I son these niggas, girl, I don't compete with them. Ask about the boy and they gon' say.
Alright.
2024, 10 p.m. Pima County Sheriff's Department responded to a 911 call involving a suspicious person. Yeah, he looks a little suspicious, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Are you mad? Do you feel like Wolves Kebab Referendus? Get Referendus.
But does he have the power of anime and God on his side?
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
The caller who works at the hotel called police and said, hey, there's a fucking dude out here waving his sword around, which in itself isn't illegal, but is it unsafe? Possibly. So, you know, it's worth the police going over there and being like, hey buddy, why you doing some swords out here? This isn't your garage. This isn't your parents' garage even. Why are you doing swords out here?
Hello, I work over here at the Day
Amazing.
Inn, and I just have customers
No further
complaining
links.
that there's
I already said no
that's
further links.
waving around a sword and screaming. He's outside, like, just right outside of his room, just like screaming, waving a sword. And we weren't gonna kick him out, we just wanted him to stop, but he wasn't listening to us.
This is an instance where the dispatcher and the caller are being incredibly kind, when they could have said there's a completely out of his mind weave flailing around with a katana. He's out here just trying to level up his sword skill. Why people gotta bring down motherfuckers just trying to level up their sword skill?
I have the power of God and anime on my side!
And to give you an idea of what the caller is talking about, here's a little bit of footage of the man that makes all white people collectively embarrassed. He's just yelling and swinging his katana around and playing swords. What this non-meta character build doesn't realize is he just triggered the boss fight. He was causing way too much aggro. Now after deputies arrive on scene, he actually sheaths his sword because he is a sword master and there's no need to scare the hose. He does continue to hold on to his sword as deputies approach and tell him that, hey, don't do that.
Like put it down, like lay it on the ground, or yeah. We gotta call us. Yeah, saying that you're screaming, waving the sword and stuff. What's that?
I swear I'm not screaming.
No, that's fine. I mean, I didn't hear you scream when I pulled up. That's just what the call is.
Everyone knows a true student of the blade cannot unsheath his sword unless he's going to use it.
Because when I remove the blade I keep in my boot from its sheath, I can't return it until it has spilled blood.
So instead of complying, he decides to start something with the officers that he probably can't finish. That's a pattern in this video.
Listen to me, Holmes. Now you listen to me, dog. Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let's hear him out. It could be something important.
What's going on?
Yes, what's going on, dude?
I'm trying to achieve something.
Huh?
I'm trying to achieve greatness in katanas. It's not allowed in the United States.
What has this country come to when you can't even master the blade in your own goddamn hotel parking lot?
I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
I love this next part because of how cool and patient the officer is.
Well, I mean, we got people calling. I mean, I'm not telling you not to achieve that.
The poor deputy had to reach deep down into his soul to try and de-escalate this situation with the pawn shop shogun here. And as the video goes on, you start to see that the suspect actually does live by the code, but is also far too insane to even understand it.
What I'm saying is,
I'm a hell of responsible. Unless somebody comes at me and is willing to kill me, I'm not willing to kill you.
and that's how it should be. I agree 100%. But what we're trying to understand
but if they are
is...
willing to kill me, and if they don't accept that they're willing to kill me,
No, I mean, that's not the case, man. Like I said, we're here to see what's going on. All right, it's not every day that somebody's out at a hotel waving a katana. You know what I mean? You're what?
I'm related to Dionysus and everything.
So what are you doing?
I'm practicing my way with the katana so I can become better at combat.
All right, dude's made it clear that he does take his combat training seriously.
When you were partying, I studied the blade.
Also, you may have noticed this line.
I'm related to Dionysus and everything.
So this dude is actually related to the Greek god of insanity? Would have never guessed. Dionysus is the god of winemaking, orchards and fruit, vegetation, fertility, festivity, insanity, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, and theater. And probably some other stupid shit that white women with crystals would about with. But just like a lot of videos that we break down around here, what are we at? This is number 942 right now. 942 videos. They usually go from 1 to 100 very fucking quickly.
Are you not able to do that in the comfort of your room? Yeah, leave it there, dude. Don't f***ing do it. I'm telling you right now.
Put it down.
Don't.
I guess he did not have the power of anime and God on his side after all. And here's another angle of our little fruit ninja.
Don't f***ing do it.
Most sane American
channel. Viewer discretion is advised, particularly for younger audiences.
Meine Arbeit für richtig hältst, ob du glaubst, dass ich fleißig gewesen bin.
In connection with the Jewish question, I have this to say. It is a shameful spectacle to see how the whole democratic world is oozing sympathy for the poor tormented Jewish people, but remains hard-hearted and obdurate when it comes to helping them, which is surely, in view of its attitude, an obvious duty. The arguments that are brought up as an excuse for not helping them actually speak for us Germans and Italians. For this is what they say. 1. We, that is the democracies, are not in a position to take in the Jews. Yet in these empires there are not 10 people to the square kilometer, while Germany, with her 135 inhabitants to the square kilometer, is supposed to have room for them. 2. They assure us we cannot take them unless Germany is prepared to allow them a certain amount of capital to bring with them as immigrants. For hundreds of years, Germany was good enough to receive these elements, although they possessed nothing except infectious political and physical diseases. What they possess today, they have by a very large extent gained at the cost of the less astute German nation by the most reprehensible manipulations. Today, we are merely paying this people what it deserves. When the German nation was, thanks to the inflation instigated and carried through by Jews, deprived of the entire savings which it had accumulated in years of honest work, when the rest of the world took away the German nation's foreign investments, when we were divested of the whole of our colonial possessions, these philanthropic considerations evidently carried little noticeable weight with democratic statesmen. Today I can only assure these gentlemen that thanks to the brutal education with which the democracies favored us for 15 years, we are completely hardened to all attacks of sentiment. After more than 800,000 children of the nation had died of hunger and undernourishment at the close of the war, we witnessed almost 1 million head of milking cows being driven away from us in accordance with the cruel paragraphs of a dictate which the humane democratic apostles of the world forced upon us.
Too long, do not listen.
I desperately need a shag.
16k views, 50k plus views. If you want a fucking link, alright. Levent, Evil 3, 24 months. Can you fist me, Flushy? Fisting, receipt. I hope in great fortune. Can you, Marquis Days, welcome back. The Sausage Barbecue, T. Richard. Thank you, Sean.
Season 2 of the Ali G Show featured a panel discussion on democracy. History's greatest talk show host threw tradition out the window and suggested that once a person has reached puberty, he or she should be allowed to vote.
Wouldn't it be more better instead of having a voting age? Just saying, all right, if you has got pubes, you can vote.
I would be willing to try it in some smaller way, first as an experiment.
However, since Ali G was taking his slogans from the street, he almost sounded like he was suggesting something far, far more sinister.
Does you not agree if there is fluff on the muff, then she is old enough? But why 18, as we say on the street? If there's grass on the pitch, let's play.
For you Americans, a pitch is a playing field for whatever sports they play in Great Britain. So the American equivalent would be, if there's grass on the field, play ball. Apparently, an entire generation of Muslim apologists has drawn its dawah strategy from Ali G. Take Ali Dawah, a young man who insists that if his daughter were to reach puberty at the age of 9, he would tell her that she's ready for marriage.
If my daughter, if my daughter wants to menstruation, hold on, let me finish. If my daughter reached the age of menstruation at 9 years old, I would say you are ready. One second, you are ready to get married. However, it's forbidden for me to divorce her. If she says, Dad, I don't want to get.
Spoiler: he does not have a kid.
If there is fluff on the muff, then she is old enough.
To be fair, Ali Dawah elsewhere qualifies his position by noting that a 9-year-old girl would also need to be mentally, physically, and sexually ready for marriage.
So what do we go with? What's the principle? Look, what's the principle? She has to be mentally, sexually, physically ready, and there's a harm factor.
Now, why would a popular YouTube apologist like Ali Dawah be defending marriage to 9-year-old girls and even admitting that if his own daughter reached puberty at the age of 9, he would tell her that she's ready for marriage? Easy. Ali Dalwa is trying desperately to defend his prophet from criticism, and yet he's still too ashamed of his prophet to acknowledge the disturbing truth. Let's take a closer look at the problem. According to the Quran, Muhammad is a good example for Muslims to follow. Allah declares in Surah 33, verse 21, "Indeed, in the messenger of Allah, Muhammad, you have a good example to follow for him who hopes for the meeting with Allah and the last day and remembers Allah much." Imagine our surprise when we open Islam's most trusted historical sources and read passage after passage proclaiming that Muhammad, Allah's good example for Muslims, had sex with a 9-year-old girl. Sahih al-Bukhari, 51:33. Narrated Aisha that the Prophet wrote the marriage contract with her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old, and then she remained with him for 9 years, i.e. till his death. Sahih al-Bukhari, 51:58. Narrated Urwa, the Prophet wrote the marriage contract with Aisha while she was 6 years old, and consummated his marriage with her while she was 9 years old, and she remained with him for 9 years, i.e. till his death. Sahih Muslim, 3481. It was narrated from Aisha that the Prophet married her when she was 7 years old, and she was taken to him as a bride when she was 9 years old, and she took her dolls with her. He died when she was 18 years old. Sahih Muslim, 3482. It was narrated.
Alright, now you know, chat.
I'm 36, look at the age. Now you look at the height. 6'8", Emmanuel Yarbrough, 5'11 and a half. Now that's a big deal. What about this, Jim? Do the math. 6'16 and 200.
We don't have to look at the graphics. Yeah. That's pretty incredible if you look at it. He's got to really reach. I don't think there'll be any head kicks unless Emmanuel's on his way down. This guy's going to keep his energy and try to use a lot of hands, I think, and really stay away from it.
And now it's time to go to the ring announcer, Rich G-Man Coin.
Semaphore Entertainment, along with Wild Promotions and Panther Productions, presents Ultimate Fighting Championship 3. Our first competitor is an American sumo wonder, the largest professional athlete in the world. He is from Rahway, New Jersey, second in the 1992 World Sumo Championships and third place at the 1990 U.S. Judo Nationals. Please welcome 6'8", 618-pound Emmanuel Yarbrough.
618 pounds.
And his opponent from Roselle, Illinois, he holds the rank of
featherweight in the name.
In American Kempo Karate, earned after more than 15 years of training in the martial arts. 5'11", weighing 200 pounds, fighting out of the red corner, an amateur boxing record of 12-0, 11 by KO. Please welcome Keith Hackney.
No.
We're about ready to take a look at it. He's got a big mountain in front of him. Here we go, guys.
He's got to move laterally. He's got to stay away.
He does. He's got to stay away and try to hurt him.
Taylor Tooley took a beating. He lasted about 2 minutes. Get Gerard Gordeau in UFC 1. That was the last Sumo guy. Emmanuel gets hit. He's down.
Here he goes. Going to a
Oh, no.
Keith is taking it bad.
Got to be quick. He's got to be quick. He should get out of there.
Yeah, get out of there. Don't let him go, man. Don't let him go.
And through the other gate. The gates are broken open. That's
What?
the first time that has happened.
That's a big deal. 600 pounds.
Pushes him out of the ring.
Get it on.
That was sumo. If you think about it, Ben, that is ultimate sumo.
That was interesting. He tried to do an old type of choke with both of his fists on the inside of his neck in Yarbrough. It's really interesting. It's very difficult to pull that off.
I can't emphasize this enough. Yarbrough was coming with sumo and judo. And they're talking to each other inside the ring.
He has to stick and move. He has to move. Really get. He's got to cut off the ring. Yarbrough has to really cut the ring off. But it's very difficult. He's such a big man.
Keith is also known for his low leg kicks. Low leg kicks.
I don't think he can hurt him with the kick. I don't think he can hurt him with the leg or anything. He has too much weight planted. I don't think he can get any leverage against it.
Oh no, he got a leg grab. Oh no.
It's all Keith Hackney. Emmanuel just covering up. Keep in mind, the corner can stop it with the towel. The referee can stop it. Keith desperately trying to take out Emmanuel. He doesn't have any chokeholds, Ben. It's obvious. He doesn't have any submission holds.
I'm surprised he's still standing from these hits though.
He just gave in.
Because he doesn't have any extra armor on his head.
It's very difficult for him to be agile on the ground, as you've noticed.
Yeah. It was a series of rights and lefts, Jim. It didn't look like anything fancy. Got him on the ground and simply beat him.
It's a matter of agility. The lack of agility nullifies all size.
Now you have to feel the official announcement.
Yeah, of course he can't keep going, man. He was bashing the back of his head, his fucking ear. This guy is fucked. Sono Jesus, Embere, New 404, and Japanese characters, thank you for the subs. Welcome back. Geekno with the tier 3, 27 months. Forsen, I'm about to die from cancer unless you read this magical anti-cancer spell. I ain't doing all that, man. Good luck, though. Good luck.
Prinz Eugen is of the Iron Blood nationality. She is part of the Admiral Hipper class. Her classification is a heavy cruiser, and in the popular mobile game that the anime is based on, she is a super rare ship who takes 2 hours to construct. Prinz was known as a lucky ship due to the fact that she had survived so much combat. Now, appearance-wise, like the vast majority of the, let's say, maturer ships in the anime, nice. She seems to have this cheeky, teasing, and sarcastic personality about her, and I like that in a boat waifu. Prinz has long white hair that reaches waist height, with twin pigtails tied with a red headband and black ribbons. Her eyes are a beautiful fiery red colour. Attire-wise, she wears a short black dress with long red and black sleeves, high on the neck with a black German cross that exposes a nice amount of side boob and thigh. Damn. Black thigh-high tights, and red boots. Her ship parts also look pretty badass, taking the appearance of sharks with their sharp teeth-like appearance. Awesome touch to her character's overall design. Prinz Eugen was laid down as a Hipper-class heavy cruiser, the third of a 5-vessel class in April of 1936 and served under Nazi Germany in World War II. She was named after Prince Eugen of Savoy, who was an 18th century Austrian general. Her service began in August of 1940 after the outbreak of war. Prinz saw action in May of 1941 during Operation, and you know what, I'm just going to apologise for any German pronunciation butchering going forward. Feel free to leave hate in the comments for my suckery. Okay, anyway, so during Operation Rheinenberg, that was pretty awful. This was an attempt to break out into the Atlantic Ocean with the battleship Bismarck. During the Battle of the Denmark Strait, the two ships destroyed the British battlecruiser Hood and dealt moderate damage to the battleship Prince of Wales. After suffering engine trouble, she underwent repairs in occupied France before participating in Operation Cerberus, which was a daylight dash through the English Channel back to Germany. In February of 1942, she was deployed in Norway, but ended up being on the receiving end of torpedoes from Trident, which was a British submarine. This severely damaged her stern and forced her to return to Germany for repairs. Now, we will find out what happened to her later, so stay tuned.
I will not stay tuned.
Meet the sea cucumber, the ocean's most intriguing creatures. On a daily basis, a sea cucumber discharges about 1.3 ounces of feces, amounting to 30.8 pounds per year, making their feces a natural fertilizer for coral reefs. Interestingly, some parasitic fish, such as the slender eel-like pearlfish, reside within the sea cucumber's anal cavity, seeking refuge and navigating within their host. When threatened, sea cucumbers employ a remarkable defense mechanism. They expel their internal organs. This dramatic response poses little problem for them, as they can regenerate the lost organs within weeks. For feeding, sea cucumbers utilize their extendable tentacles, primarily consuming algae and plankton.
Alright. He just shits out his insides as a self-defense mechanism. And it's so fucking vile and degenerate that the fish just leave. My god. Anal prolapse. Yeah. Wow. So fucking loud. I'm gonna leave. Okay. Tech and balance patch? Wait, what? Today? Or when?
My king.
Stop it. Stop it.
I've already sent a car ahead to Busan for you. Who are you taking with you to Korea?
Okoye.
In May.
Nakia as well.
You sure it's a good idea to take your ex on a mission?
Yes. We'll be fine. Besides, you'll be on a call should we need backup.
I have great things to show you, brother. Here are your communication devices for Korea. Unlimited range, also equipped with audio surveillance system. Check these out. Remote access Kimoyo beats. Updated to interface directly with my send table.
Ah. And what are these?
The real question is, what are those? Why do you have your toes out in my lap?
But you don't like my royal sandals. I wanted to go old school for my first day.
Yeah, I bet the elders loved that. Try them on. Fully automated. Like the old American movie Baba used to watch. And I made them completely sound absorbent.
Interesting.
Guess what I call them? Sneakers.
Completely sound absorbent.
If you're going to take on Claw, you'll need the best the design group has to offer. Exhibit A.
My design.
Old tech.
Old.
Functional, but old. Hey, people are shooting at me. Wait, let me put on my helmet.
Enough.
Now, look at these. Do you like that one?
Tempting. But the idea is to not be noticed. This one.
I'll tell it to go on. Ooh! The entire suit sits within the teeth of the necklace. Strike it.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Not that hard, genius!
You told me to strike it. You didn't say how hard.
I brought it to my lab, and you just kick things around.
Well, maybe you should make it a little stronger. Hey, wait a minute.
The nanites absorb the kinetic energy and hold it in place for redistribution.
Very nice.
Strike it again in the same spot.
You're recording?
For research purposes.
Delete that footage.
Very good movie, right? Hey, I have feuding for 1 year. Forsen not looking at you. Thank you, sir. To the badge. What? Wait. Okay, just click. It was the same one.
Hello, I'm Ryan F9 and these are my favorite open face helmets. First up is the Bell Custom 500, and when I picture a 3/4 helmet, I'm thinking of this. It's the icon of the open face category and probably one of the most recognizable helmets in the world. That's because it has a pedigree like no other. In 1954, the founder of Bell Helmets, a guy named Roy Richter, formed the company's very first helmet out of fiberglass, and he called it the 500. A lot has changed since the beginning of the Cold War, but the 500 hasn't changed much. It's still a fiberglass bucket, nothing fancy, no ventilation whatsoever, and the liner inside is neither removable nor easily washable. What Bell has updated is the fit. 500s of the past were typically quite round, while this newer one is more of an intermediate head shape. It was made a lot slimmer and a lot lighter for its 60th birthday, and in that vein, it is a featherweight 1100 grams, easily the lightest and the lowest profile open face helmet out of all my top picks. For myself, I would choose this helmet over any other open face, and there are a few reasons for that. It's DOT and ECE approved, which means that it's very safe for the 3/4 of my head that are actually covered by it. And I also get 5 different shell and EPS sizes in this guy, which is huge. Normally manufacturers use 3, so my medium helmet is always going to be a little bit chunkier than it has to be because it shares that shell size with the large. With the Bell 500, however, every size except for extra small is going to get its own tailor-made shell. I love how the exterior is a smooth blank canvas for the million colorways that Bell makes this in and the graphic options.
It does look a little bit like Troll
And then the
Face.
sticker up front, I can peel it off, which is nice if I want an even more streamlined
The
look.
800S,
Then there are these
like
5
Bowman,
snaps
Cora,
again, which make it
Sippy.
compatible
Probably
with
do
the
2 years,
function
says
that
hello.
you get from
I don't
Bell
know.
or even Biltwell. And on the interior, you get style with this quilted pattern. At $150 to $170, Bell has done very well to make this helmet as good as it is. But why wouldn't they? I mean, this is their heritage, it's their inception. Of course they're gonna make it a very special lid. Now, if I want that classic look with a little bit more practicality, I'll go for something like the Shoei RJ Platinum R. Compared to the Custom 500, we have 2 big improvements. One, the interior of this guy is removable and washable, which really should be a given nowadays, but somehow the 500 got away without one. The other big improvement is ventilation. We have 2 active intakes on the forehead and 2 active exhausts on the rear. I often hear people talking about how much safer the Shoei is because of its Snell rating, but to me, it doesn't really hold water. Based on my understanding of ECE and Snell ratings, I would say that the Shoei is going to absorb impacts better, but the Bell Custom 500 will impart less inertia to your neck, so that is to say it's a wash. They're equally safe. The interior of the Shoei has a few refinements over the Bell. We get grooves that make it easy to wear with eyeglasses, and little recesses for the speakers as well. We also have more soundproofing than the 500. The exterior, on the other hand, leaves a bit to be desired. We get the same 5-snap system for visors and face shields, but I really wish Shoei had avoided putting these contours on the shell because to me that kind of ruins the classic minimalist look. I'm also skeptical about the shell material itself. It's Shoei's AIM Plus construction, which basically means
I don't know what it means, but I don't really care what it means. I don't have a license. Summer calling for 1 year, man. Junior badge, Leo gun, micro 45L, clouds with 100 months in roses. Lol, 100. Atheists wear this shit. Yes, because we don't have a god to protect us. It makes sense, no? Burgers, thank you for 2 years. As Forsen cringe fist. Pew. Alright, I think we are good there. Yes, we are definitely good there. Danzo, finito with los lincos. Yes, sir. Alright. Let's play some games. A little bit that, a little bit that, a little bit that, a little bit that. What is this called? Survival Nation Lost Horizon. Alright. Looks to be a survival game with like DayZ survival maybe? I don't know. Can't be arsed. More than 5 seconds of a trailer. Lost. Alright. Survival Nation. Alright. Alright. Early access. Yeah. Alright, let's see what this shit is. Mostly negative reviews on Steam. I'm sure of it. That doesn't stop us. Ha! That doesn't stop us. We don't care about money. Alright, let's see. I choose body type. I am a strong, independent woman. Hair color. Pink, green. Where? That looks like a progressive hairstyle, right? Yeah. Alright. Facial hair. Yeah, of course. How can this game get negative? Most. Alright. Very good. Okay, very good. But this could also work. Nah, you gotta go with this. But this one looks fake.